Hi Scorpio, welcome to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon and I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is going to be for the full moon on October 31st and taking us through the next new moon on November 14th. So look for these energies to play out for about the next 2 weeks. These are general readings, so please remember that they will not resonate for everyone. If they do, I thank you in advance for all your support with those likes, shares, and subscribes. Thank you guys so much. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread today, which is going to take a look at your current situation, your near future, the overall outcome based on your current set of circumstances, and get you some advice from Spirit on how to best work with these energies. And then we'll close out your reading with some oracle cards. All right, let's dig in. What is going on for my Scorpios? We have the Two of Needles. We're working with Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas tarot deck because it's perfectly apropos for the season, and I just love this artwork. Two of Needles is the Two of Swords in this deck, and this is talking about a decision that needs to be made. It's weighing all of the information and making a decision based on what you know, but not on what's in front of you at the moment. It's like purposefully blinding yourself from what's going on around you so that you can really zero in on what you want to do. Like logically. It feels like a real like clinical decision, a very very mentally based decision, like not relying on feelings or opinions or desires. It's like no, I know the correct thing to do here. Let me just mull it over. In the challenge position, we have the Eight of Candles, which is the Eight of Wands. So there's either some communication that needs to be had regarding this decision, and that's posing a bit of an obstacle or a challenge right now. Could just be like slowing down the process because, you know, you're wanting to make the decision solely like privately in your own bubble. But okay, so it could be that you need to have some communication. Either you're waiting on someone to communicate with you, or you need to reach out to someone else, and just like the connecting is unavailable right now. Or it could just be that you're really or the situation is requiring forward movement, and it's hung up on you making this decision. You know, there could be like pressure on you to make this decision because just the situation requires. What are you focusing on during this? Let's take a look. What is Scorpio's current focus in this situation? You're wanting to listen to your intuition. So, I have a feeling that that's kind of how you conceptualize a logical decision. That being in tune with your higher self and your own personal truth, being really in touch with spirit, feels like your higher mind. The High Priestess here is in the upright, so you're locked in. Like you're in tune. You are hearing what like guidance. You're getting those impulses or those inklings, or like flashes of ideas or inspiration. So you're right on track there. I don't see any obstacle there. In your recent past, we have the Knight of Candles in reverse, which is the Knight of Wands. So either you or someone else just didn't really have their passions in check, or like was acting in a, I want to say, irrational way. Like just like crabby or impatient. It's not clear to me right now whether that's your energy or someone that you were dealing with. In the energy of the environment, we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse and the Knight of Needles in reverse backing that up. That's the Knight of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is the conflict between wanting to jump the gun and rush. Like, yeah, this is the totally. This is what I was sensing about. You are being pressured by the situation to like move forward already, make the decision already. But it's not the right divine timing, and you can sense that. But the environment, this is the environment, right? This is saying, no, it's not the right time. So you're totally dialed in. You are totally dialed in. You're sensing this correctly. It's not the right timing. But there is a lot of energy in the environment that's pushing ahead regardless of the fact that it's not the right timing. So I feel like you are like pulling double duty for the universe right now, really trying to hold things up and get things more in the right timing. Let's see what's coming up in the near future. We have the Page of Candles. So perhaps whomever this energy was with the reversed Knight of Candles is regrouping, recharging, and like taking a step back in order to move forward in a more healthy manner, in a more inspired manner. In your advice, we have the Page of Presents. Don't be afraid to learn something new. Don't assume that you know everything that needs to be known about this situation already. It's getting super dark. I guess when I put the cards up, I just noticed that. Hold on. There we go. Oof. Okay. So, the Page of Pentacles is here to tell you, to give you the advice to, there's some element of the situation that's going to require you to put on your student hat and be willing to take a back seat, be willing to learn something new from someone else in the situation. So I'm getting that adage, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. The advice here is to be a willing student in some regard. Now there's going to be some surprise energy coming in, something that takes you off guard, something you're not expecting. We have the Six of Presents in reverse. This is the Six of Pentacles. Someone is not going to come through for you. Someone who you've been there for in the past and you're relying on, expecting them to have your back or support you in some way, it's going to take you by surprise that they are not going to be there for you. In your hopes and fears, we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Potions. So you're hoping for an emotional new start. You want some freshness. You may want love. But it's also in the fears column. Hopes and fears always go hand in hand. So something about this scares you. Like, am I ready for it? What will I do with it if it shows up? Will it hurt me? Like, there's risk involved. And then the eventual outcome, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So this is a return from somewhere that you'd been ousted from. This is like, it's like being thrown out of a club and then being welcomed back in. Yeah, someone, so this is either you being welcomed back to return to a group or organization that hadn't, like, it could even be like, yeah, it could be a job, like going back to an old job that you had. If that's the case, it would more likely be a job that you were let go from, like laid off or fired, versus a job that you had left on your own. It could be a return to a group of friends that you had a falling out with and you drifted apart. Let's see what comes up in the clarifiers. What's going on with this decision that Scorpio is making? Oh, nope. Didn't want to flip over. What is this Two of Needles here? Okay. 3 clarifiers came out. That's a lot, but I'll take them. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, the Hanged Man, and the Lovers in reverse. So you're held up on a decision. The reason why you're taking a lot of time here is because this is an emotional commitment that meant a lot to you, and there's suspicion of unscrupulous behavior, whether that's cheating on a partner or lying on an exam or stealing from work. There's some sort of suspicion about that, and that's what you are currently deciding about. You're really taking the time, looking at the situation, investigating it. Clarifying the blockage, this Eight of Wands, is the Emperor. So I feel like it's not just anyone that's expecting the situation to move forward. It's the boss. It's the person in charge of the situation. Clarifying your focus with this High Priestess, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is your eventual outcome. So there's whatever the eventual outcome is, your intuition is already strong in this subject. Like you're not going to be caught off guard by this. It's already squarely in your perception, your awareness. And your intuition from spirit is guiding you strongly. What is it though? Is it that you would leave someone behind? It's like I think you're considering the results of this, the decision that you need to make. It's going to require, okay, if this is a relationship, this could be 2 people who live together, and someone's going to have to find a new place to live if you decide in that direction. In which case, if that's the situation, the eventual result is a return. I don't know what good knowing that will do for you. But, I mean, maybe the situation is a little different for you. Like, maybe someone needs to learn a lesson. You know, we do have the Page of Presents here, so there is this focus on learning. Like, maybe by taking a stand on this issue, being willing to walk away because you know from your intuitive hits that it's the right thing to do, because you're not getting what you need out of the situation. They're not coming through for you. That leads you like full circle to like, oh, it may be like that leads you're leaving one thing and returning back to something else from your past. In your recent past, clarifying the Knight of Candles in reverse, we have the Devil. So you might have been dealing with a Capricorn, or this was someone who was really acting out of their worst impulses. Like abusive, verbally abusive, hopefully not physically abusive, but that is a possibility with this combination. Just letting their wicked impulses act out through their physical being. The energy of the environment with this need to wait for the right timing, coupled with the pushing to hurry up, we have the Two of Cups. I feel like these are the two energies of the people involved here, the you and your person. That one person is dialed into divine timing and saying, let's just wait on this. And the other person is like, I don't care, I've decided, let's just get on with it. Like, ready to move on, ready to move forward. But the Two of Cups being here means that there's a lot of love in the situation, which makes sense, like, why you would want to take all the time that you feel is necessary in order to get clarity. I mean, that's what we have coming up here, clarifying your Page of Candles in the near future, is clarity. Really zeroing in on the truth, what's right, with a capital R. Like, okay, I'm going to take a step back from like that hot-headed energy that I was holding on to in the past. I'm going to calm down the bonfire and just, hold on to a manageable candle here. This is my inner spark, my flame, my passion, my motivation. And I'm going to let that lead me in a controlled manner. I'm going to keep control over my passions rather than letting my passions control me, because I've found this clarity, I've found this inner truth. Let's see the Page of Presents, this student energy. We have the King of Cups. Someone's learning how to love in a more controlled manner, in a more, let me use that word. The word that's coming to me is righteous, in a more righteous manner. Like, I don't necessarily mean that in a religious way. I mean like, empathetic, like wanting the best for everyone and being really in tune with not only your own feelings, but the needs and emotions and feelings of the other people involved. Like, that's the lesson here. That's the advice. And that's the potential. The reason why it's the advice is because this is the potential that exists. Like, out of this situation, the best that you can do in this moment is to learn how to better embody that King of Cups energy. Let's take a look at your surprise, this Six of Presents, this someone not coming through for you. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. I think the reason that someone's not coming through for you is because they're worried, like they're too focused on a problem that they're having personally. It could be that their finances have been thrown a whack. Is that even a word? Thrown like out of whack. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, someone's financial stability has taken a hit, and the way it's impacting you is that they're not able to come through for you in the way that you expected in your time of need. It's like you're both kind of in this energy at the same time. So that balance in the Six of Pentacles energy requires the person who has and is able to give, and the person who needs and is able to receive. If both people are with their hands out waiting to receive, then no one is giving, and so both needs are left unmet. And I feel like that's the energy of this. That's what's going to come as a bit of a shock to you. So I feel like you're going to be expecting for someone to come through for you, but they're not able to because they need as well. So I mean, maybe take that into account if that's resonating with you, or if it ends up popping up in your situation as you go carry on with your life. I mean, look out for the possibility that, someone may not give you what you need from them. Look for what they need from you that you're not giving them. You know what I mean? That's a two-way street. Okay, clarifying your hopes and fears. This Ace of Cups. You're afraid of the Ace of Cups because it's confusing, because it's not just one cup. It's a lot of options. It's like, it's overwhelming. Like, there's only one real cup here. There's only one cup that's going to make me happy, but it's a mystery. Like, how am I supposed to choose? How am I supposed to know? I'm getting that Whitney Houston song. How will I know if he really loves me? Clarifying the end result with this Five of Pentacles in reverse, this return. We have the Knight of Swords in the up. Oh, you guys. This is crazy. We have the Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, which were the two cards that is the energy of the environment. But this time, the Knight of Swords is in the upright, whereas before they were both in the reverse. There was someone wanting to rush ahead, but being held back, and then there was someone waiting on divine timing. So in the end result is someone being welcomed back to something or someone. There's still an element of waiting for the right time, but there is forward movement. I think because of now there's clarity of something, and now someone has shifted their energy from that reversed Knight of Wands to the Page of Wands, which is a much more emotionally centered, calmer energy. So now that clarity, like in the near future, the clarity will have been gained and that perspective will have shifted. There will still be an element of like, let's take our time with this, let's not rush, but there will be forward movement involving this return. Okay guys, time for your oracle cards. First we'll get you an affirmator. This is an affirmation to help you out with the situation. What affirmation can we get for my Scorpios to empower them to work with these energies to their best potential. What affirmation do we have for Scorpio, please? Spirit's being really picky with this one. We want to find just the right message for you. Can't just be any affirmation. We want this one? There's two. No, yeah, there's two. Okay. We have, oh, a bonus card. That's why there's two. Okay, I'll read the first one and then the bonus. The first one is gentleness. I speak with gentleness and I listen with gentleness. I align with the gentlest part of myself, and I take joy in being receptive, open, and unafraid. I am like a baby deer who's best friends with a baby elephant. The baby elephant wraps its little trunk around my shoulders, and we lie down gently on the grass, daydreaming and talking about what sorts of humans the clouds look like. This feels like echoes of that conversation we just had about the shift between the Knight of Candles reversed to the Page of Candles energy. That shift to gentleness fits in nicely with that aspect. And then your bonus card says nature. It's time to unleash your inner hippie and step outside of that man-made box. Take a walk in the woods, smell those flowers, hug some trees. You might think you're being ironic, like, look at me, I'm being all tree huggery and stuff. But you'll find that even then, those trees will hug you back. Trees come from a time before irony, and their earnestness is impervious to our jaded humor. If that doesn't make you want to hug them even more, well, I guess you're a robot. All right, next we're going to get you a card from the Power of Surrender deck. This is what you can release in order to better work with the energies around you. This says, surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. I think you're already in this flow. You're the one saying, let's slow things down here. Next, we're going to get you a Fear Nothing deck. How can we banish fear from the situation? We have ponder your blessings. Yeah, maintain an attitude of gratitude. It's another one of those things that sounds so simple on the surface that it's almost like too simple. It's almost like, yeah, whatever. Gratitude journal? Okay, that's silly. But it can be so powerful. It can really shift your perspective in ways that you just don't even anticipate. So just ponder your blessings, or I love advocating for keeping a gratitude journal. Stay the course. Yeah. Again, it's just hammering home that message of you're on the right track, trust yourself, listen to your intuition. It's leading you in the correct direction. Mull it over, make that decision, take all the time you need. Stay the course, mull it over. Okay, last up we're going to get you a Making Magic card. This is a supportive incantation that you can choose to accept if you like. This says, Awen, 3 rays of light, balancing male and female energies, peace and harmony. You guys, this is the first time, I've had this deck for a while, this is the first time that it's come up, and I feel like it just suits your reading so well. This is like, yeah, finding that balance. Okay, you guys, this has been your reading. I hope it helped. If it did, please tell me so with a like so that I know. And I will see you again next time, leading up toward the new moon on November 14th. So a day or two before the 14th, the next round of videos will come out. If you're interested in getting a personal reading with me, I do have some slots that have opened up for November. I just opened up the November slots. So my contact information is in the description box below. You can reach out to me there. And I also have some merchandise available if you're looking for high vibrational merchandise. You can check out the designs, see if there's something that you would be interested in. I'd love to hear your feedback on that as well. All right, guys, so take care and have a happy Halloween. I'll see you next time. Bye.